Welcome to Snetterton for the latest round of the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championships. With more youngsters on the grid this year, it's going to be more exciting than ever.
Michael Higgs starts on pole position with Erin Thompson alongside. Carlito Maracho qualifies third. Fourth position, Nathan Edwards, then Elliot Wilson and Cameron Pugh. They're followed by Sikander Hussain and Alex Tate. Connor Grady ninth from Ronan Quinn, and Lewis Kent completing the grid. Round 3 of the championship about to get underway here at Snetterton. It looks like, well, several drivers getting good starts, others struggling just a wee bit by the looks of things. Oh, and there's a little bit of contact somewhere, a piece of bodywork flying up in the air, but a brilliant start by Michael Higgs, who leads them down into riches for the first time. Carlito Maracho second. Then it's Nathan Edwards in third position, up ahead of Elliot Wilson. Absolute nightmare of a start for Erin Thompson. Erin, who has won the last 4 races in this championship, 2 races at the end of last year, the opening 2 races at Silverstone, and it looks like he's having trouble hooking up. There is Nathan Edwards up ahead of him. Slightly delayed start for Cameron Pugh, that car being shared in with the Fiesta Senior Championship. As we look at the race leaders now, heading towards Agostini for the first time. Michael Higgs, his first pole position here this weekend, so he does like a little bit of Snetterton. Took his first race win here last year, made his debut here in 2013, and we might expect a driver gaining that sort of experience to perhaps make it a strong circuit for him. Lots of jostling for position. Sikander Hussain looking at the back end of Erin Thompson's car. Down behind them, it's Ronan Quinn, the light blue car. Carlito goes a little bit wide, and Edwards goes through. Nice manoeuvre there as well by the 22 machine of Elliot Wilson, who goes up into third place. So Carlito Maracho had a very good opening weekend with us. 6th and 7th positions at Silverstone, but he's down in 4th place at the moment, having qualified third. So we'll be looking to try and get that podium position back. A maiden podium perhaps in the offing for him. Comes offline, has a look. He needs to go a little bit defensive as well. He's got Cameron Pugh behind him. Then it's the all-black car of Sikander Hussain being chased by Ronan Quinn. Ronan in the light blue and orange car had problems in free practice, damaged his original race car, and his dad Stephen went to Cambridge to pick up a Daniels Motorsport prepared car so that he could come and race. And off goes Connor Grady, the Smallfield-based youngster, very nearly into the barriers. Well held, kept it out of the tyre stack, and will rejoin, albeit at the back. This is all about learning for these youngsters, of course, so we're going to expect the odd problem. One thing going from free practice into qualifying, and when you get into racing, of course, you've got all the cars around you and you're jostling for position rather than necessarily looking for fast lap times. But Connor's back on, and he's looking to add to the 2 podia that he had at Silverstone. Meanwhile, we go back to the Michael Higgs. Oh, and another car going off very quick, and that's Carlito Maracho, who heads off big time. What a great job. We've got a big runoff area there. A very bouncy moment as he tries to rejoin at the hairpin. But Carlito, who qualified third, a little bit in the wars. There's Elliot Wilson in 22. So Michael Higgs untroubled out. He'll be glad that he put the car on pole position here with the shenanigans going on behind him. And in actual fact, he's building up a pretty good lead at the moment. So here is Higgs, the race leader, going through, followed by Nathan Edwards and then Elliot Wilson. Erin Thompson's got his skates on and he's making a little bit of progress, goes past Maracho, and he's trying to close in on Ronan Quinn, the Leicestershire-based driver. Lewis Kent is there as well, the second of the white cars. And then the recovering Conor Grady in orange towards the, or at the back of the 9-car field at the moment. As we look at Nathan Edwards, the Tunbridge Wells-based youngster, really showed some improvement in our opening event at Silverstone. 2 4th places, 2 great results, and here he's looking for his first ever podium and really coming on leaps and bounds, which is absolutely terrific for him. But it's Michael Higgs still out front. As we said, the 3rd year of racing in the championship for Michael Higgs. So Sikander Hussain up ahead of Ronan Quinn there in the 20 car. Sikander running in 5th place. Through goes Lewis Kent with the checkers on the back of the car. But Michael Higgs well clear. As you can see, Erin Thompson is now into 2nd place. So Erin Thompson, a very good recovery drive. A few drivers have fallen away, so Thompson goes through in 2nd place. Here's Nathan Edwards still up on a potential podium place. Elliot Wilson in 4th. The car's pretty much spaced out, but then we've got a trio all dicing over 5th position at the moment. Sikander Hussain, only his 3rd race, is there. Conor Grady and Ronan Quinn. Quinn looks at the inside line, and that's a good textbook place to go for a pass as they go into Agostini. Nothing quite doing there, so try to carry the speed down to Hamilton, the left-hander, which then goes through into Oggies, which starts to bring them back onto the main part of the what was the original circuit here, what's now known as the 200 circuit at Snetterton, and the back straight, used to be known as the Rivet Straight, now known as the Bentley Straight, which is where they're coming on now. You just miss out of shot the bit of connection track. These cars will be racing on the 200 circuit here at Snetterton a little bit later on in the year, and that's good for these youngsters because they'll gain experience of most of the 200 circuit this weekend. So when they come back, the drivers that are in their first seasons will feel that much more confident. As we look at Hussain really coming under pressure from Ronan Quinn. So a change of car for Quinn. He's just done a couple of laps behind the safety car to bed himself in, but he's now coming under pressure from Conor Grady. So Grady having a very good look to try and move up a place. Down behind them we've got Carlito Maracho and Lewis Kent, still not that close actually, it must be said. Fastest lap of this race, for those interested in stats, is at the moment with Erin Thompson. I wonder what the problems were for Aaron earlier on. He's going to be pleased to have got back into a podium position. That will help cement his lead at the top of the championship as we look at Elliot Wilson, who is in P4. Significant improvement on 10th and 9th position at Silverstone, so Elliot Wilson's going to be very, very happy with that. And so too is this man who's heading for his 2nd win. So it's Jam Sport 1-2 at the moment, with Michael Higgs leading his teammate Erin Thompson. Higgs into Agostini for the last time. He'll have a look in his mirror. All the drivers on the lead lap, so really good driving standards by everybody here in terms of lap times. Thompson chasing in the SDT Contracts car down the straight in towards Hamilton. Thompson's best lap on lap 7, 2 minutes 20.729. The average speeds, if you're thinking about bringing your son or daughter into this championship, around here, bear in mind all the twists and turns, pretty much 80 miles an hour. Ronan Quinn has a look down the inside of Sikander Hussain once again. Sikander running in 5th, Ronan Quinn in 6th. Conor Grady will be keen to try and make up a place on Quinn. Next is Lewis Kent, who's come up from 11th place at the start into 8th, so this is only Lewis's 2nd race meeting, so he'll be pleased with his progress. As Quinn runs a little bit wide there, thought he might have left the door open for Conor Grady to come through, but Grady 2 or 3 lengths back as they come on to the Bentley Straight. So Sikander Hussain's got the better of this one at the moment in 5th position. We'll see what Ronan Quinn can do. It looks like he was about to get in the tow as we go back to the race leader, Michael Higgs. A majestic sweep around Coram, leading by over 3.5 seconds from Erin Thompson in this round 3. We're going to pick up our 2nd different winner of the season. It was a double for Thompson at Silverstone. It's going to be an opening win of the weekend for Michael Higgs, who comes from Dunmow in Essex. There is the win. It's his 2nd career win for Michael Higgs. Erin Thompson in 2nd, a gap back to 3rd place, and it's going to be a maiden podium for Nathan Edwards in 3rd position. He's going to be so pleased with that. The progress of all these youngsters really shining at this meeting here at Snetterton. Here's the result. Higgs takes the win, Thompson second and fastest lap. Maiden podium for Nathan Edwards. Elliot Wilson next from Sikander Hussain, Conor Grady.
Michael, congratulations. Fantastic scenes then as the three of you drove up to the podium. You must be feeling absolutely delighted. Just tell us how you got to first place.
Over the moon, yeah, I just got a brilliant start, and sort of like last year, I got my first win here last year at Snet, and I'm just happy to do it again. You know, me and Aaron sort of worked well. He saw I had a bit of contact on the start, and it allowed me to get my lead.
Congratulations, Aaron, second place. The scenes for coming into the podium, as we've already seen, is fantastic. Did you ever think there's a point where you're going to catch up and get into that first place position?
I know I was catching Michael quite a bit towards the second race. I could see that clearly when I got into second. I believe when I got into second, he was about 3/4 back in front of the first straight ahead of me, and I managed to catch him up all the way up to the point where we were basically going into the first corner together or so. The pace is definitely there. I got fastest lap, which proves that I am the quickest on track. It's just unfortunate anything that could have gone wrong in that race went wrong. I mean, we had a few times, moments when we went off the track, completely made a mess at the start. Me and Nathan collided. I managed to fight my way through from 8th, I believe, and managed to get up into second. So I'm confident towards the second race because I know the pace is there. Starting off second again, I think I can get a good start, get behind Michael, and then just see how the race goes from there.
Congratulations, Nathan, third place. You started 4th on the grid. Just tell us how you got up to 3rd.
Yeah, the start was pretty hectic. Aaron had a bad start and we got down the inside. Unfortunately, we made contact. I didn't mean to, he's my mate. But yeah, once after that, we were second because Carlito and Marco had a big moment through one of the corners on the first lap on cold tyres. And then, we were second for a long time. And then Aaron eventually caught up and he was a bit too quick for us on pace-wise. And the gap then spaced out, but I was third, and that's what we've been working for over the winter. We're so happy to get it, thanks to my sponsors, National Car Cleaning, and to my team, Dennis Motorsport, and my other sponsors, Strong Vehicle Auctions, and to my family who have also been supportive as well, my dad especially.
Lewis, in your first season with the Fiestas, coming in the top 10, how does that feel?
It feels brilliant to be able to be up on the front pace and being able to keep up with the front boys and being in the mix.
We understand that you've actually been offered a paid position with Kart Stars.
Yeah, I've been sponsored with one of the teams to be able to drive in Formula Kart Stars. That will be carried out through this whole year with 6 meetings.
But you'll be staying with Fiestas as well?
Yeah, I'll be staying in Fiestas, and hopefully with the Fiesta driving that will help me towards my kart and help me with all the kart control as well as helping me find out my car control as well.
So with the championship, like Fiesta, and with Car Force, you've actually got a brilliant start now for a future career as a racing driver.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a tin top touring car driver or something like that. So with Fiestas, it's probably the best way to start your car driving career.
Brilliant, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So here's how the grid looks for our 4th round of 2015. Michael Higgs and Aaron Thompson, row 1. Then Nathan Edwards and Elliot Wilson on the 2nd row. Sikander Hussain and Conor Grady on row 3. Ronan Quinn and Lewis Kent behind them. The grid completed by Cameron Pugh, Alexander Tate and Carlito Maracho. Countdown well underway. 5-second board on the gantry. Let's see, the lights are on and go off now. And the car's off the line apart from Michael Higgs, who now, was that a mechanical problem or driver error? But Higgs is away, but he's lost a few places, and it's his teammate in a reversal of fortunes, Erin Thompson, who leads into riches for the first time. It's Nathan Edwards in second. There is Lewis Kent, who's got up to 4th place, chasing Conor Grady. But he's coming under pressure from Michael Higgs. And the fellow Essex man's going to look up the inside. There is Aaron Thompson leading. Higgs has gone through. Kent's on the wide lines. Sikander Hussain's gone through as well to take that position. Lead us down to Palmer, the left-hander, for the first time. And we'll pick them up as they come through the sweeps here on the infield. It's Aaron Thompson leading. Nathan Edwards, I'm sure, very much buoyed by his first podium in race number 1. And Michael Higgs back in 4th position. He's coming through, and Higgs dives through down the inside of Conor Grady. What a superb move, textbook stuff. You won't see a cleaner move than that in any sort of racing in the UK. And up into 3rd. He was 5th as they came around the first corner riches, and he's got up to 3rd. Great stuff from the man who finished 2nd in race number 1. And he's got to do what what Erin Thompson did in race number 1 and chip away, come through the field and try and get back on terms with his teammate to mirror what he did in race number 1. That was, of course, take the checkered flag. So from 5th position up into 3rd in that, there is Sikander Hussain, who finished in 5th place in race number 1, 5th in this one as well. In race number 1, to put his drive into perspective, came up from 7th on the grid. So we look at the entire field, at the back of the field at the moment. It's Cameron Pugh. I think he might not be overly happy with his car. Cameron had a much better weekend at Silverstone, 7th and 8th places. Thompson, though, starting to build a little bit of a lead. Now, as we said, he was confident after that first race, knowing that he'd set the fastest lap. He had pole position at Silverstone, 2 wins, 2 fastest laps. Fastest lap in race 1 here at Snetterton, but his teammate in the blue and yellow Jam Sport prepared car, he's piling the pressure on Nathan Edwards. They come out of Murray's down the centre straight, pick up the pit signals. Not too many people hanging over the pit wall. Now, are the 2nd and 3rd place cars going to work together, or are we going to see Higgs make a move? He does make the move, dives down to the inside, and Higgs is through into 2nd position. Nathan Edwards relegated to 3rd, so it's the Jam Sport cars 1st and 2nd. And Higgs now needs to get his head down to try and close in on his teammate. But he's coming under pressure from Nathan Edwards, who goes a little bit deeper into the hairpin. Is he going to lose time as a result? Higgs has come through. A reminder that Higgs and Thompson were fastest in qualifying. Bracho was 3rd from Nathan Edwards. And here's Thompson with a very good, healthy lead. And he'll look at his mirrors and he'll see his teammate there. The other thing that really comes across from this championship as you go around the paddock is the terrific camaraderie amongst all the drivers. Ronan Quinn side by side now with Lewis Kent and goes through. So Quinn is past. Carlito Bracho at the back. Still very much in touch. That 4-way scrap between those guys. You can see Cameron Pugh's made a little bit of progress. He was at the tail end of the shot that we saw at the end of lap 1, so he's managed to squeeze past those cars. As we focus on 2nd and 3rd positions, Nathan Edwards at the moment not being lost by Michael Higgs, so it's the Dunmo Essex racer up ahead of the Tunbridge Wells Kent racer Nathan Edwards. They go along the Bentley straight. We've still got Conor Grady in 4th position. Grady's 6th career start here. So very early stages of all these drivers' careers. And it's Erin Thompson away, looking to add another win to his big collection of wins that he had last year. Championship leader. Goes through Coram. Michael Higgs chasing. Conor Grady still in 4th place with Sikander Hussain in 5th position and coming under a little bit of pressure. And through on the inside goes Cameron Pugh to take 5th place. Cameron really is getting the car hooked up. I think I was maligning the car earlier on. He was certainly a way back down the order, but he's come right the way through and manages to pass the number 15 car to move up into 5th position. So this is excellent progress being made by Cameron. He started 9th on the grid. So the Guildford racer heading Sikander, who comes from Rotherham, but runs a little bit wide, so a little bit of a mistake there, and Sikander Hussain will now try and go through. This is all about momentum down the straight. We've got Ronan Quinn trying to close up on this pairing as well. Sikander's probably on the wrong side of the track. You can go around the outside if you've got enough speed to maybe chop across the front when you go into front. He's done it. Sikander Hussain, great manoeuvre by Hussain, back into 5th position and comes through Nelson. Still in the lead, so I believe of this battle for 5th place. So Cameron Pugh in 6th position, then Ronan Quinn trying to hunt them down. So coming around Coram, we're looking at the scrap for 5th, 6th and 7th place. Ronan Quinn in 7th place at the moment in that borrowed car. Not been a great start to the weekend for him, but he certainly got to grips with his car and he's put in a couple of very good performances which are going to net him a good point score. So Michael Higgs has caught Erin Thompson, and we're in the last lap here, and he's going to have a look down the inside. Thompson comes across the line and grabs that very defensive indeed, but Thompson is very clearly under pressure from Michael Higgs. Now what can Higgs do as they come up towards Hamilton? Is he going to have a dive down the inside into Hamilton? That's certainly what he wanted to do going into Agostini, but there wasn't room. Thompson defended well there. Oh, these two are going to be slowing each other up, but it's Erin Thompson still there. Thompson in lead position. They're going to come onto the back straight any minute, but look at the momentum that Michael Higgs has got here as they come into Williams' corner. This could be about the run down the straight for them. Thompson gets a clean exit, pulls a little bit of air between himself and Michael Higgs as they go down the Bentley straight. Higgs will want to maybe try and tee up a move down the inside if he possibly can. There's still plenty of overtaking opportunities here at Snetterton. Here they come. Thompson's taking a wide, confident line as they come down into Brundle, still in lead position. Michael Higgs in second, nose to tail as they come into Nelson. Thompson runs wide, cuts back across the track. Here comes Higgs again. He's glued virtually to the rear end of the car. Higgs here has gone for a wider line through the bomb hole. They're both wide going into Coram. Thompson looking reasonably confident, not too defensive at the moment. And they drift around Coram, and it's Thompson still in front from Michael Higgs in second position. Next they've got to do the 90-degree bend at Murray's. Thompson goes through but runs wide, and Michael Higgs has got the momentum and comes through. Thompson rejoins the track in second place. He was under big pressure from Higgs, who goes through and takes the win. Michael Higgs makes it a double here this weekend at Snetterton. Erin Thompson with second position, a brace of seconds for him, will cement the championship lead leaving Snetterton. Third position goes to Nathan Edwards. 2 podia for him this weekend. What a great weekend for Nathan Edwards. Connor Grady will come home in fourth from Sikander Hussain. Cameron Pugh 6th from Ronan Quinn. Carlito Maracho up into 8th place from Lewis Kent. Elliot Wilson 10th and Alex Tate in 11th.
Fantastic. 2 races, 2 wins. How have you done it?
I'm over the moon. Jam Sport, that's all I can say. Those boys have prepared me such a brilliant car. I'm just so happy with them.
When you went into the second race, is that what you had under your hat, that you were going to take it?
It's, you just got to play it by ear. I just got off the start, and I've been praising my own starts all weekend. I just messed up my own start, and then I just had to hunt Aaron down and hopefully get him. And my dad's always told me never give up, and it's paid off today. Really has.
Great. Second time that we've seen you today. Second time, second place. How do you feel?
I feel very happy to get a good points haul from this weekend, but I'm gutted to throw away the win the last time. I mean, what a rookie mistake. Breaking yourself in the last corner on the last lap. I mean, I was pretty much inch perfect throughout all of that, apart from the brakes were off with about 3 or 4 laps to go. I was just really struggling to get the car slowed down. I was having to brake earlier to compromise through that, and Michael was catching me. He was quicker than me towards the end of the race, and as I said, the best man wins, and this time he did.
On the podium, you must be really pleased.
Absolutely over the moon. We come in with no podiums, we come out at 2. I cannot ask for much more. Yeah, we might not have had the pace for the Cooker Boys Jam Sport, but Dan's Motorsport gave me a fantastic car. They always do. I can't thank my sponsors, National Car Clean and Sean Vehicle Auctions as well. My parents, my dad, my mum, my family are all supportive of me, and I'm over the moon to get 2 podiums.
What a fantastic day we've had here today for the BRSCC Fiesta Junior Championships. Please do join us again next time for more action.